Hello, this is Wayne from GSG, and I am logged into a freshly built Bard character in Greater Feydark. And this is going to be my little throwback series to my EverQuest playing days. And originally, when I started playing EverQuest, my hometown was Freeport. But that's no longer an option in the game. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start this Bard character, half elf, here in the Greater Feydark in Calethan, and then we will make our way to Freeport to try to make it seem similar to how it did back in the day. And this is going to be Felmid and friends, so hopefully I have a few friends join me along the way. So let's go ahead and get started. Have done so far is logged in and set up my screen, because that takes kind of forever for me to get things the way I want them set up. But I've done absolutely nothing on this character, so we are going to go inside and give, let's see, I think we got to give this to her. Okay. We come click on her first. Alright, that's like in essence our first quest we have ever done. So we have us a nice little faded brown tunic. We have us a short sword. We have us a bag with not much of anything. And this looks pretty much exactly how I remember everything looking. Alright, and here's a little bard kind of practicing on his singing skills. Alright, let's see. And from memory, let's see if we can figure out. I want to say there is a tailor. I have fallen off of this tree city, so we're like right next to it. Alright, this gets us down to where the action is. And we're going to come tinker around for a few minutes. This is just enough to kind of get us started. Just to get us started with the series. And this is literally some old school EQ playing. Cutie Pie started playing EverQuest in '99 when it launched. I started playing in 2002 when I joined her. And when I started playing this in Freeport, I want to say the first thing I actually ever killed was most likely a rat. But we'll start this off with a cool looking little skeleton. If he doesn't kill me first, which he didn't. Alright, and I'm not really familiar with all of these new loot settings and all that, but I think it's set to auto loot. And then I will have to figure out, let's see, I think I can run from here to Butcher Block, get on the boat or whatever, and make my way to Freeport. But this first little episode we make This first little episode we make, we're just going to kick around here, and then we will run over to Freeport. And eventually, I want to say I was probably, level 7 or so before I ended up meeting up with Cutie Pie. Man, everything over here is kind of high level. High level. I'm in the noob area, but it seems like the noob area should be slightly easier than a whole bunch of yellow con or red cons. But this is some good old-fashioned EverQuest. And another one of my little series, a little throwback series I'm going to do is with StarCraft. I am going to play a little bit of StarCraft. I may just play like the tutorial or something. Not the tutorial, the campaign for StarCraft. They just came out with the new enhanced StarCraft, which I do own, and I will probably do a little video series of that as well, just for some nostalgia's sake and a little throwback. Just because those are the only 2 games that I've ever played more than The Division. I mean, more than State of Decay. I've played The Division quite a lot, but nowhere near what I've played in State of Decay, EverQuest, or StarCraft. I played StarCraft for a bunch of years. And I also played EverQuest for a long time as well. Probably 10 plus years of continuous daily play. And then off and on kind of after that. And then I got introduced to a little game called State of Decay, and that was pretty much the end of my EverQuest days. But I do keep up with it pretty regular. Cutie Pie and I have played on several. Alright, I'm going to have to come over here, I think. Yes, I have it set up. And this is literally just how it was back in the day. You go out, you beat down a few mobs, you come over here and bind your wounds, which I'm bandaging myself up. Rinse and repeat, and at low levels it's pretty... I'm already past 70%, so to the best of my knowledge, you cannot bandage yourself past 70. I think monks can, but regular, everyday, average folks cannot. And eventually I will end up with some songs that will allow me to do most things on my own. At least to some degree. A bard's kind of a jack of all trades, master of nothing. Alright, and I really want to play until we ding at least once. And I'm going to try to keep these episodes to around 30 minutes. It's not going to be some massive play or record every single second. that I play. But we are going to do some pretty regular little... We'll try to keep them under 30-minute episodes. And we will just kind of highlight the progression here and there. And then once I meet up with Cutie Pie, and hopefully my son will join us as well, because the three of us, my father-in-law is who pretty much primarily played. Wow, someone just saved my life. Gotta love that. This little orc was about to hand it to me. And compared to a lot of the games we play nowadays, this little blocky texture and everything, I know it looks a little cheesy now compared to what it looked like. I mean, compared to games we play now, this is really blocky and cheesy, but ooh, we got us a little cap. Did that auto go on our head? Yes, it did. Awesome. And once I level this character up a little bit, I will get my favorite thing out of this character, which is Bard Speed, which means I get to run really fast all over the world. Look me in the eye when you punch me, Skelly. Alright, and there is a reason why I am primarily pretty much only killing skeletons, because since I'm started out on this side of the map, it makes a whole lot of sense for me to go ahead, since I got to run through Butcher Block, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to run through Butcher Block and stop by one of my little favorite quest givers. You go turn in bone chips, and he gives you some little trinkets, some little minor pieces of armor and weapons, and you get some good faction with the dwarves, which faction in this game is very, very important. And it really matters what you kill. Ooh, I got me another little... Alright, I can't loot that one. Some of these peeps have left some cool stuff. I guess they're probably doing what I'm doing and looking for the bone chips. Alright, let's see if we can smack this dude down. How close are we to dinging? Oh, this might do it. I think this is going to get us our first ding sound. Yes. And we got a chunk of meat off of him. Alright, so we just dinged level 2. That's pretty impressive. And we are well on our way. And I want to say Planes of Power caps at level 65. So we will be playing our way all across the lands of EverQuest. Alright, and I'm trying to bind my wounds again. Alright, this is going to be my last. It probably won't even give me credit for this one, but hopefully it should be slightly easier to kill some things. Let's see, what kind of damage is this to? 4. Let's go ahead and swap that out. Oh yeah, we got plenty of skellies out here right now, but this is what we did for hours and hours and hours and hours on end. Nowadays, every game we play, we are running around trying to progress as fast as we can. But if you see over here in this little window, I have all of my skills going to here, because in your skill window, which I will show you in a second, in your skill window right here, you have all of these skills to level up. And as you're leveling up, you will need to change to your blunt weapon, a piercing weapon, etc., to skill up every one of your skills. And that's part of the reason why it takes so long to level up. Well, that's really not some of the only reason, but during each level, as you're leveling up, you have multiple skills you have to improve to make yourself better. So if you just bam, 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 you're level 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can get power leveled. You can have some higher level character run you through a lot of the content, but then it's very difficult to get all of your skills up. So it's actually always best just to go through and literally take your licks, and beat every single mob down yourself. Alright, got us another little cap. Ooh, we're probably gonna have to go sell. Got a few loot spots left. And your food and drink, everything, if you're not familiar with EverQuest, everything in the game matters. You actually eat and drink, and you need to armor yourself up as best as you can. Alright, let's see. I got... I wonder how many bone chips we have. I will set that up. If I was a little bit tougher, I could fight more than one of these at a time. Which we will, everything in due time, but we're just a little newbie. I might be able to change my video settings. Kind of make everything not seem so much in my face. But over here you can see we're improving in our one-hand slashing and our singing. So we are slowly but surely progressively getting better. And I already talked to Cutie Pie earlier, and she is on board with playing a little bit. Like I said, it's not going to be every single second of every level, but we are going to try to do some highlights. Maybe some even just sitting around and fishing. You see, one of the first hotkeys I set up is fishing, because believe it or not, this is about the only place I will ever go fishing is in the lands of EverQuest. Before, in my level 100 bard, I have fished pretty much in every single zone in the game. And you can catch some pretty gnarly sized fish and fish of all kind that have multiple different uses. Alright, let's see. I want to drag that down there so we can keep a track of how many bone chips we have. We can always kill orcs. Orcs and goblins and rats. We're going to be killing them for level after level after level. And probably some little creepy crawlies, flying things. Maybe someday even dragons. Look at the little orc pawn strutting. Oh, I wish I had kick or something. I probably got a level 2 spell. I need to go. There you go. Probably should go sell real quick. We'll make our way back towards the city. I want to go back to the Bard Guildmaster. Oh, I probably... What kind of money do I have? Man, I don't have any money. Well, I probably just need to keep killing stuff. This little bit of stuff I have may afford us a spell. Alright, system-wide message. Someone has killed Finney down in Kedge Keep. And I'm not exactly certain when this progressive server went online, but it's not unusual that people are killing kind of sort of raid mobs. I don't really consider Finney a raid mob, but he is part of the epic quest, so oh, I had that open for a reason. Yeah, we're not fighting you. Alright, let's see. Over the hill should be the little landing. We'll kill us a few skellies. And this is crazy in this game. My character is a half-elf. And he is very short. But there are a lot of raid mobs and larger mobs in this game that pretty much all you ever see is their foot. And I guess I'm been playing a bunch of other different third-person type games, so I haven't really played a first person in a while. But a lot of the raid mobs and larger mobs that you fight... Ooh, we got some little shoes. Alright, and that's basically it. Let's go sell off some of our stuff. And this is pretty much the cycle of EQ. You go kill some things. I actually need some bags really bad. I need pretty much everything. Elevator going up. But there's a whole lot of rinse and repeat. Okay, let's see. We'll sell that. Well, let's get this over here where I can see it. Oh, that's my little starting sword. Can't sell that. Okay, we made a little bit of money, but probably not enough to go purchase us a spell. Let's see, let's put this somewhere out of my way. And I have the music kind of down low, but as I recall in the original EverQuest, when I started playing, I don't even think you can turn the music off. It pretty much played music all the time. Ooh, we got some gloves. Thank you, whoever left that behind. Ooh, we got a blunt weapon as well. So we can start skilling up with our blunt weapon. Alright, I can't loot that one. And I know to a lot of people out there playing and watching all kinds of new games, this is really a family nostalgia thing because Twitch, YouTube, none of that existed when we first started playing this game. But if it had, I would have already had videos of all of this. But this is just a little throwback kind of family thing, just something for us to go back and watch, because I have probably hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of screenshots that I'm actually going to go through my old hard drives and probably make a little slideshow as well of us just playing over the years, just because this is really a little throwback family nostalgia thing. And it'll be the same way. The StarCraft will be more of a little personal little throwback for myself. Now, Wade probably remembers it. My son probably remembers some StarCraft. Me and him used to play a good bit of StarCraft together. And when he joined the military, we even played some StarCraft 2 together. But just for the sake of it, it's just a little family thing, just so we have it on record, because as a family we played hours and hours and hours of EverQuest. And once we have several of us playing, it'll start getting a little more exciting, and you'll have more than just me talking as well. So alright, we're going to kill this orc and probably these two skellies. And we are going to go ahead and call this one an episode. We're right at the 30-minute mark. And then we will pick up in our next episode. Just barely into level 2. But we are going to come up here and do our little sign out here in the Tree City of Clethan. Oh, bless you, whoever just did that. That is outstanding. Buffs are everything in this game. Alright, let's go here. Someone just gave me some run speed, so that is pretty phenomenal. And we're going to keep that because we need a piercing weapon. Alright, and then that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. There's our man Felmid. He's just a lowly little bard, but eventually he is going to be a pretty good little powerhouse. So you folks remember to have fun and be safe. And we will be back with the adventures of Felmid and friends in a new episode shortly. Thanks for watching.